an important tip, actually. Keep practicing. That's the key to learning public speaking. Every chance you have, volunteer to get up and speak, and you will be a good speaker. It would be, no matter how short of a time, every time you get up, you become better as a speaker. So keep practicing. The key to good public speaking, 3 keys. Practice, practice, and practice. Thank you. All right, Janelle. We just finished all the last speech and we got to you now. So do you have a speech you'd like to share with us? How to be a dynamic speech? Yeah, practice the one that you're going to demo for us today. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be at the closing ceremony giving a demo. So maybe we can practice, and then we'll ask Paulina to evaluate you on that. Okay, so she has a chance. So how about Janelle? You ready? Okay, give it a shot, and we'll give you some feedback. So please help me welcome Janelle.
Today I'm going to use my icebreaker speech that we all heard before. And so, sorry. Anyways, alright, so my name is Genelle So. I've been attending this church about 10 years right now. And this church just means a lot to me. Honestly, like, I love this church so much, with all my heart. And I just can't believe that it's been 10 years because it felt like it went by fast. I'll be attending college next year, and that's like one of the scariest times in my life because it's a different environment, an environment that is totally different from everything. I mean, new friends, new school, you have to buy books, and you have to pay for everything, and it just goes crazy. But I'm really glad that I'll be able to come back home every week because I'm going to commute from Cal Poly, Pomona. And it's only 45 minutes from home, but still, it's going to be scary, but I'm glad that I'll be able to come back every week. Hopefully every, 2 times a week, but for sure 1 time a week. To go to Sunday and worship God with all my fellow Christians and brothers and sisters in Christ. So, I've been in this church for 10 years, like I said. The first time I came was with my godparents, and they actually brought me here. And I just fell in love with the church. I remember Pastor Ho teaching us, and we were just sitting in the orange chairs. And that time I was in with the Chinese and English service. So they had translation. I was just like, oh, what are they saying? But I fell in love with this church after that day. And so the next time I came was actually with my parents, and we were going church hunting. The thing is, we went to 2 churches. First church was this church. The second church was Anaheim. Anaheim was a church I was born into, the church that, I would think I would love because I was there. But it turns out, when my parents asked me if I wanted to go to that church, I said, no, not really. And it turns out they didn't want to go either. And so we ended up at this church, and I'm really glad to be a part of this church. Throughout these 10 years, I become a member. I become an officer within GAs and AOK. I help a lot with this church, and I'm just so glad to have a family who loves me, because I have so many great friends, and I met so many people here. And all these people that I have met, they truly do love me, and they really do care about me so much that they call every week to see how I'm doing, talk to me, and just catch up and follow up on everything that I do. And I'm very glad to be a member of this church, and I'm just thankful for everything. Thank you.
Great icebreaker speech. Glad you'll be able to share a little bit about yourself at the closing ceremony, so it'd be very appropriate for the closing ceremony to introduce yourself. Okay. Paulina, would you like to evaluate? Oh, Christine? Oh, okay. Okay. Please help me welcome Christine.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. I just got volunteered for you. Janelle, congratulations. I love your icebreakers. The first time you give us the icebreaker, and this time I mean, you look more mature. The way you speak is more power. Your voice is so loud, so we can all hear. And you have very, good beginning. You tell us you've been here for 10 years. That's a long time to attend the church. And you just love this church. And you mentioned about you going to the college for the next year, which is coming soon, right? And you want to come back for worship. You see, that means your heart is still here. Then you tell us how you come here, at the first time, and then you compare. The second time, your parents want you to pick up the church in Anaheim or church here, and so you kind of choosing which one is better. But you was, tell us from your heart, you just so in love of this church, and then you decide to stay in the church. So at the end, then you tell us about why you love this church, and you become a member after all this year, and you serve at the church, and you just explain more about how you're falling in love with this church. Not just like, you come here as a little kid and you like here, but you really tell us your passion, for the church. That was really, really powerful. And the closing, you just want to thank you, for the church has so many good friends and people love you and they care about you. That was wonderful. So your speech this time, your head is kind of, maybe you just walk in, so you didn't have time to sit down and like us. You go through a lot of more than 30-second introductions. So you sit down, you have to come up. So I noticed we should give you like a little time for a break. So your hands is kind of tight. But when you go up to the stage today, you know all the people, right? So your hand will be just very free. I don't know where you're going to put, but don't put like this, right here. Because all the friends and then the church families, right? So that's one thing, don't put your hand. The others, your voice is so loud. I don't think you need a speaker or microphone. Your voice is so loud and you look so natural. You're so happy you talk from your heart. You have that heartfelt, talking, which is wonderful. So congratulations.